Hey there guys, John here, and it's time for another installment of Thoughts on Walks. And today I want to talk about something that I've been honestly not just noticing like the last couple of weeks, but it's been getting worse and worse. It's actually a problem that's been around for a while, but I notice it getting even worse lately. And that's the whole problem of people, particularly outlets, blogs, podcasts, YouTube channels, spreading leaks and spoilers. The false ones and the real ones, and they both present problems. Okay, why do I have a problem spreading leaks and spoilers and stuff like that? Well, for a couple of reasons. 80% of the time, the leaks of spoilers that come out are all bullshit. And 20% of the time, they're real. But that's still a problem on both sides. Because when false leaks and spoilers start going around, all it does is create misinformation and confusion amongst the film fan community. Why blogs and podcasts and websites want to do that is beyond me. And the 20% of the time when it's actually legit, now you're helping to perpetuate and spread spoilers that fans don't want to hear yet. Now I get it. Spoilers and leaks get a lot of clicks and a lot of views and all that kind of stuff. But it's actually kind of disheartening to me to see how many blogs and podcasts and YouTube channels, even some great ones, some absolutely fantastic ones. And I'll bet you money, if I go back through all the archives of my history of going back 10 years and 12 years, all the way back to the movie blog days, I bet you I've done it too. We're all part of the problem. And this expresses itself in a couple of different ways. One, there's a habit I've been kind of railing against for a while. People who put up spoiler reviews for movies before they've even opened in the North American market. I get it, you want to get the head start for all the clicks, and they make the excuse, well, you know, people don't have to watch if they don't want to get the spoilers. The problem is, what you're doing is you're arming and enabling a bunch of people to get all the spoilers from you, and now all those people have the ability to go and spoil it for other people. Now, obviously, we're seeing that a lot right now with the Star Wars movie, but I saw that going on too with Joker, where people reportedly got leaks about what's going to happen in Joker, and they start spreading it around. And then they justify it by saying, well, you know, if the people who don't want to hear the spoilers and hear the leaks, if they don't want to see it, they don't have to click on my blog post, they don't have to listen to my podcast, they don't have to click on my YouTube video. But the problem is, once again, just like the advanced spoiler reviews, what you're doing is you get these outlets that by talking about it openly, now you're giving the leaks and the spoilers to tens or hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of other people, a lot of whom are going to be trolls, and now they can go around and start spreading spoilers to everybody else. I know in the chat forums I've been a part of, I've had plenty of people come in and try to bomb spoilers in there to ruin things for people, and we know exactly where they got those spoilers from. It was from one of those posts talking about the leaks or talking about, you know, the spoiler reviews before the movie even came out. And it's just a part of a systemic problem. And before anybody thinks I'm talking about one particular blog or podcast or YouTube channel, I'm really not. This is like across the board. And like I've said before, I bet you almost money that I've probably done it myself in the past, because it is alluring. There is a temptation there, because you're going to get a lot of clicks and a lot of podcast listens and a lot of YouTube views if you're talking about this stuff. But at some point, I feel like those of us who have, whether we do it professionally or as a hobby, those of us who have these blogs and podcasts and YouTube channels, we got to take a little bit of responsibility here for the best, you know, what's best for the film fan community. Am I helping the film fan community by disseminating what could be false or what could be real spoilers or leaks or things like that? Or am I hurting the film fan community while I'm doing that? And if I'm hurting it, maybe I shouldn't do it. Now, I'm sure there are some blogs or YouTube channels or podcasts that have agendas that want to ruin the Joker or Marvel or Star Wars or a DCU film, and that's why they're spreading the spoilers and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think it's just really, a lot of us don't stop and think. I'm pretty sure I've probably done it myself, where I just didn't stop and think, hey, yeah, maybe this would be fun to talk about, but maybe there's nothing beneficial that comes out of this. Maybe I'm just ruining this movie for some people if I talk about this information, where if it's wrong information, then I'm spreading misinformation. And if it's right, then I might be ruining the movie for some people. But again, it's crazy to see, you know, bloggers and YouTubers try to abdicate any responsibility, saying, well, I'm not the one who spoiled it for people. I only put it out for people who want to see it come see. That's like saying, you know, if a sanctuary for orphan seal puppies, if some madman breaks into there and shoots all the seal puppies, then going, well, I didn't shoot the seal puppies, I just gave the madman the gun. And it's not just the YouTubers or the podcasters or the bloggers. it's the fans too. The fans, we in the movie fan community, we got to take some responsibility here too. Because we in the movie fan community, what happens? We find some site that reportedly has leaks, maybe some spoilers, and what do? We start jumping around on Twitter and on Facebook and Reddit, whatever, and we start plastering the links all over the place, and we start spreading it around ourselves. I just think, look, it's no one's role to police the film fan community. I just think we ought to police ourselves and our own particular behavior, and that includes bloggers, podcasters, YouTubers, and those of us who are just average fans in the film fan community. Anyway, that's just my thought on all this. What do you guys think about that? It's just the things going through my head right now while I'm out on my daily walk. Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts, and that'll do it for today's installment of Thoughts on Walks.